Hey everyone, it's Meg, and oh my gosh, this is going to be probably a boring talking video. If you want to listen, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. There's not going to be any gameplay. If I remember to share screenshots, I will, but there's a good chance I'll forget. But, anyways, exciting news. I started KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, for the first time. And oh my gosh, I love it. So, a couple of you, hold your horses, hold your horses, hold your horses. I know you're mad. Some of you might be mad because I'm not recording it or streaming it. Um, the thing is that my husband, Caleb, who's a huge Star Wars fan, is a huge fan of KOTOR, recommended that since I have so many games to play, and he just described it as the more time that passes, the likelier that I will get spoiled for something very big in regards to these games. I don't know anything about it except that it's like very beloved and people they just like don't really talk about much with me. So I don't know if it's like a huge story thing or I'm really not I don't know. But I like it so far. It reminds me so much of Mass Effect, which is on the channel if you're interested. Mass Effect 1, 2 especially. And I played, I guess, like a few hours. When I first started it, I had trouble because honestly, it's only because I had streamed for like 4 hours, 5 hours. And then I was like, okay, time to play KOTOR. And it was just like when you start Mass Effect 1 for the first time in 2025, I don't know. I just didn't know what to expect. And I got a little frustrated with the controls. I'm playing it on Switch too. Not Switch 2. I don't have a Switch 2. Switch, comma, TOO. So that's another reason why it's just like not easy to hook it up. I didn't want to deal with all the mods and like trying to get it to function and work correctly on the PC. It probably would have been easy, but I don't know. I wanted a more like narrative based game to play off my channel because, as y'all probably guess, it's important to keep that hobby alive for me that's not related to work or performance. So Caleb said that would be a really good idea, and I'm having a lot of fun. I so after that first session, I just sat down in the morning, so I was like fresh brained, and I got it. So my character is named Dahlia Quinn, and we're keeping the trend of like flora names, so either an herb or a flower. Dahlia is cool because it's like a darker flower. Reminds me of the Black Dahlia killer, right? But then Quinn is just a name that I've loved forever. I read it in a book when I was like 8, and I was like, this is the coolest name ever. So yeah, and then I think Caleb said that there is a Quinn character, but I don't care because it's the last name. She has a blonde pixie cut. She's super cute. I really like this look because I mean, we in Fallout New Vegas, we made a bald girl, Trixie, but I didn't continue the trend of like an herb or a flower. It's fine. It's New Vegas. We had to be kind of Western. But yeah, she is a smuggler. And I was laughing pretty hard at the fact that you just like wake up and, oh my God, I didn't even say. So I figured like I could play it off stream. And since there are so many story beats, like I can just talk about it. And people have already been asking on the Discord and then on stream, like how far are you? What are you doing in it? So I just figured it'd be better to kind of wait and then do it all at once. I am typing in the Discord channel. If you're not part of the Discord, it's a fun time. I'm very active over there. But in the Star Wars channel, I kind of put some updates if something makes me laugh a lot or whatever. So once I got out of that initial tutorial, which it made me laugh so hard to have the NPC just be like, oh, do you know how to put on your clothes? Do you want a tutorial? Press X. This is ridiculous. But once I got past that and I met Carth. Oh, Carth. He's sexy. He hates me, but he's sexy. It was really fun, and to hear Caden's voice actor again was amazing. I didn't realize how much I missed that old school RPG of having so many chaotic different dialogue options, and I didn't realize how much I missed it. So it's really fun, and it reminds me a lot of Mass Effect, which was like I think it was my first BioWare game, and it was the remastered, but like the remastered trilogy. And I do think that they're gonna make a remake, but I'm really thankful that I'm playing the original because it's similar to Oblivion, where I feel like the original vanilla is so important. I didn't even finish the freaking main game, but for me personally, I'm very thankful that I played the vintage version. So yeah, so I met Carth, and he's very suspicious of me, and I really like playing Dahlia as just asking way too many questions. And she is low-key inspired by Marin because it's just that bluntness, just everything's literal. Like, why can't I ask so many questions? Why? I'm going to ask questions. And I eventually got Carth like blowing up at me and being like, you are the damn most persistent woman I've ever met. It was funny though. He's cute when he's worked up. But yeah, so in terms of the story, I got to the point where I got distracted a lot. I've just been exploring, and don't worry, I've been saving. I've been saving a lot. A lot. And I got to the point in the story where I'm in the Undercity. No, maybe Lower City. I don't know, where I learned about the hidden Becks and the terrible other one. What is it even? I'm getting confused because there's like a Caesar's Legion in Fallout New Vegas, and then there's also a kind of slaver. What the hell are they called? KOTOR factions. Hidden Beck and Black Volkars. So, first of all, I was exploring and I got myself in a pickle because I kept somehow finding them, and at one point I didn't understand, and I would just kept going like further into the Black Volkar's base before I even met Gadon, who I love, or like Mission, who I love. But that just shows why sometimes I need my stream, my chat, you guys, because I just like was trying to fight my way through, and then I thought, hey, maybe this is like way later in the story. I don't know. So then I really liked meeting Mission, and she's just so cute. Like, I love her voice, and I don't know, it just reminded me of with Mass Effect again, and it's very BioWare, but you just meet the most interesting types of people that you wouldn't imagine you'd meet or would exist. Like, she's a Twi'lek who's like has a more youthful voice, and she's just quirky. And then isn't it Big Z or something is the Wookiee? And then also what is the bounty hunter? Because that made me laugh out loud, and I had to post on the Discord. Well, he's the guy that goes 1, 2, 3. I think his name is Carth or something. That could be Caleb's Star Wars character. I don't know. No, we all know it's Corval Starscreamer. But it made me laugh really hard, and I almost got myself in trouble. Dahlia almost got herself in trouble because she was like asking him questions like, who are you? And blah, blah, blah. And he was like, 1, 2. And we had just witnessed him kill someone for annoying him. So I had the common sense to stop asking, and then he walked away. I don't know where he is. And also, I met Mission before I met Gadon, so I have no idea how to get to her again. There's probably going to be a lot of little videos like, hey guys, I don't know how to meet this person again because I was really exploring and I found a side quest before I did any major story, and it was the one where you help a Twi'lek, what's her name, Lynn? Yeah, Lyn. You help her audition to be a dancer, and I was crying my eyes out. Crying my eyes. I was laughing so hard. I didn't know what was happening. I was also on a gummy, which I never like record or stream on a gummy because usually it just makes me paranoid. So it is nice to experience this a little high legally. It's all legal. Small amount of THC. Okay, but I was first of all got it right instantly. You go through like these prompts and you have to guess out of like these RPG choices of how to dance correctly to help her land the job. And I instinctively knew what to do. So knocked it out of the park. I'm really proud of myself. But it's so funny too, because I thought that was the funniest freaking side quest. And maybe I was on the gummy, but maybe it just is. But I could only find one little video of it on KOTOR, like on YouTube. And it only had like a few thousand views. And it was so funny. But like some of the options were join Lynn by dancing close beside her, join Lynn by dancing close behind her, which I did do that at one point and I got applauded. Join Lynn by running around her in circles while she dances. I didn't choose that. That seemed very chaotic. And then this is pure evil and dark side. Ruin Lynn's audition by taking a dive. I forgot how evil you can be in these RPGs. Oh my God. I came across as a xenophobic preacher in Terrace. Love Terrace, by the way. This is so chaotic, this video. It's not organized. But he was just like, man, the aliens, we gotta get the aliens out and we gotta get Terrace back. Make Terrace great again. And you can say, yes, we should slaughter them all. Oh my God. Like, are y'all okay? What the hell? But obviously I didn't do that. I didn't choose that. I don't know. I feel like this happened with Mass Effect 1 as well and 2. It's just like Renegade is more. Actually, I think Renegade for Mass Effect 1 was okay, but then Renegade 2 and 3 I think was like it's just, it feels xenophobic, kind of like human first, at least for me. I think you have to do some serious character work to like have a conscience while you do it. It's a video game, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I would just really struggle. And I thought I was going to be like dark side or neutral, and no, she's technically neutral right now, but I'm just automatically leaning more towards the light side. So, and then what else? Oh, I also love this game because tell me why it's like the simple interaction of you find someone who's being robbed actively. And so you have the choice to intervene or not. I intervened, right? You kill the attackers. You make this grand stand about like how they're monsters and they shouldn't be robbing people. And then immediately after, the dialogue options are 1, are you okay? 2, hands up and give me all your credits. 3, I'll be going now. And there's probably something else in there that was just so chaotic. And then you can keep talking to the guy and it still gives you the option at any point to just change your mind and go hands up and give me all your credits. It just brought me right back to the chaotic decision to hang up on the council. That was the best time of my life. No regrets. I think I didn't get the correct. That was the only reason I didn't get the spoiler alert for Mass Effect 3 ending. 3, 2, 1. Where Shepard is breathing at the end because I chaotically hung up on the council too many times. It was just like, if you give me that option, you keep giving it to me, I'm gonna do it. It was so funny. It was so funny. Oh my gosh, now I want to replay it. That's literally so funny. I love that kind of humor. But yeah, needless to say, I love it. I can't wait to recruit more people. I'm hoping we can get the bounty hunter. I love Gadon. I love the disability representation. The fact that he's blind and you can just ask, like, what is happening with your eyes? And he's just so different. And we just went in there. That's the hidden backs, right? And definitely leaning towards them. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my character not remembering a thing. It's pretty hilarious for her to just be like, why am I here? I have no idea. I have no clue. I was like, what are you doing here? I don't know. I don't know who I am or what I'm doing. And I'm focusing on persuade. I've had a couple of successful persuades. I had one unsuccessful persuade with the doctor. It was sad. Also, the game is so unserious of the droids in the background of anywhere you're in Terrace, and they're just like so loud and squeaky. I had a couple glitches with the lighting. It was killing me. The voice acting is so good. I want a droid, but I don't think I can afford it yet. Or no, we have to figure out a way to... I have a side quest for it. I don't know. I want like a special droid. And yeah, that's about it. I also... Oh, wait, no. The important stuff. It's not that important. But it's really interesting to see like a Sith occupation, and then for them to say, oh, it's a quarantine, so nobody goes out and nobody comes in, and you're just stuck there. Reminds me of just the times and what happens. I'm really enjoying also learning about Carth and his past in the Mandalorian Wars. And if you're interested, I'm watching Clone Wars over on my reaction channel, and we are almost at the Night Sisters trilogy, but we have watched the first Mandalore trilogy, which was really interesting, and I'm so curious about it. And I can tell, it says Carth is like, I don't trust anyone. He's so badass about it. And I'm curious. And Dahlia keeps pressing me. She's just like, why don't you trust anyone? He's like, stop asking me questions. Just give me a second. Then we go to the hideout, and she's like, are you going to tell me why you don't trust me? I don't trust you either. But that's because I have no memory. So funny. And then also for it to deal so blatantly with the alien xenophobia. Iconic. Like, it sucks. I don't know what's going on with terrorists, why they hate aliens. And then the lower city, upper city, and then I think there's the undercity, and then it having the mafia crime lord guy, I forget his name already. I was gonna say Dagon, having control over it's just so good. And I think he's in it with the Sith. I don't know. It's just so different from the Star Wars the mainstream Star Wars, and I'm really appreciating it. And I totally recognize how iconic it is and how influential it has been in Star Wars lore, especially like Legends. So I'm so excited. Can't wait to hear what you think. And if you have any tips, I'm focusing on Persuade, Melee. I started off with blasters, but I'm liking Melee better. And if I do get a lightsaber later, that'll be good to have points in Melee. And also I am saving up skill points because Caleb told me to. And what else? Oh, also security. That's random. But there was one part where I didn't understand that if you unlocked a door, that would cost a security spike or whatever it's called, the tool. And I robbed the entire floor of apartments. And it wasn't saying that I was getting dark side points, but I did lose all of the security spikes, so then I loaded. But yeah, that's just me being chaotic without any guidance. Anyways, love you guys. Let me know if you have any general tips or whatever, and if you're interested in more updates. And I will see you soon in another video. Okay, love you. Bye.